deduction page is where deductions, direct deposit accounts, and recurring earnings are set up. To add a new deduction, select the Add Deduction button. Next, choose the deduction from the drop-down, then enter the amount and amount type. Depending on the type of deduction that is being set up, you may need to complete more fields. The Max per Payroll field allows you to enter the maximum amount that can be withheld from the employee per pay. This field is typically used when the amount type is set as a percentage. This option is often used for friend of the court deductions to ensure that an employee is never over-deducted. The max type allows you to set limits on the deduction. There are multiple types of max types that can be used. The limit option will allow an amount to be entered in, then as the deduction is withheld, the limit lowers until it has been met. The deduction will then automatically be inactivated until the first payroll of the next calendar year when the limit begins again. The balance option works similar to the limit option, but once a balance amount is met, the deduction will automatically be inactivated and will not start again unless another balance amount is entered and the deduction is activated again. This max type is often used for garnishments or loans. Other options listed here are based on limits that are set by the federal government. For example, 401k, simple IRA, and the different HSA options. The limit balance field allows you to enter the amount needed to fulfill the limit or balance max type. Items with federal limits are programmed behind the scenes and nothing is required in this field if any of those options are selected. If the deduction that is being added requires payment to a vendor, select the vendor in the drop-down. If the vendor is not available, use the Vendors button on this employee deduction page to set the new vendor up. This can also be done by going to Company, Payroll, Vendor. The Plan field allows you to set up plans with predetermined costs. This field is often used for health, dental, and vision deductions. Before you can assign a plan to a deduction, you'll need to go to Company, General Setup, Benefit Plans to set the plan up on a company level. Once that's done, you can assign it on an employee level. After setting the plans up, selecting it here will automatically set the deduction amount and amount type. In setting up a deduction by using a plan, you save time because you no longer need to manually input the amount or amount type. Also, if the plan amount changes the following year, updating the plan amount on the benefit page will update the amount for all employees assigned to this plan. Do not use company benefit plans if your company uses Dominion for open enrollment. The additional info field is an informational only field that can be used to track any notes associated with a deduction. The direct deposit section of this page allows you to enter your employee's direct deposit information. To add a new account, select the Add Direct Deposit button. Choose the account type, enter the amount to be deposited into this account, then enter the routing and account numbers. The pre-note box allows you to validate the account as an active account before a deposit is made. If the pre-note box is checked, your employee will receive their first check as a paper check while the account is verified, and the following payroll, their pay will be direct deposited. If the pre-note box is unchecked, the account will not be verified, but the employee will receive their check via direct deposit immediately. If an employee has more than one direct deposit account, set the first account up as the percentage or dollar amount requested, and the final account as 100% of net. This way, 100% of the remaining amount is deposited into the final account. The earnings section of this page will only show if your company has an earning that is recurring, such as medical opt-out or non-taxable phone reimbursement. This will also show any earnings that are in-out earnings, such as GTL. To add one of these earnings to your employee setup, select the plus earning button. Choose the earning that should be added and enter the amount and amount type. If applicable, enter the max per payroll, cost center, max type, or limit and balance.